disappointing. But it's like I told them, we're going to have to shake this thing off. This group has continued to set the bar higher each year that they've been at the high school. Sophomores, we go to the playoffs and get playoff wins for the first time in school history. The next year we end up running 12 straight games, going 12-1, and that's another piece of history we've never had. And of course this year, with this year's run, they set the bar 2-3 rungs higher than ever before. And we're all extraordinarily proud of them. I know the community is very, very proud of them. And in time, the hurt will go away.
Joe and Ryan, I want to ask, they put on television that you guys scored more points in a single season than anybody in the history of Ohio high school football in years. 700 obviously, this final result's not what anybody wanted. Just talk about all the hard work, I guess, that went into the way you guys attacked defenses and the things that you were able to accomplish this season.
Yeah, we force defenses to cover the whole field and defend the whole field, but I can't think about that right now. I've tried to reflect on it here the last couple of minutes, try to get my mind off the game, but I can't. We just didn't make enough plays. I threw a pick. Can't do that in these kind of games.
The breaking that record is nice and all, but maybe after time goes on we can reflect on it. But right now, all we wanted was that trophy.
Joe, as you think through, obviously, pushing your out to happen out there, what comes to your mind? Both teams scored 8 touchdowns. Both teams. What was your offense? It's about the 4 extra points. But what do you think of the Athens and always think of the teams on the track? I guess it's kind of, you have one thing or two things on
Pig, first and foremost. That's the only thing I'll be thinking about for a while.
Bryce, what is this season?
It's meant so much to have the run that we've had, and over the past 3 years being able to play with these guys, it's been incredible. But we just really wanted that trophy.
Get some appreciation for what Coach is talking about, right? You grew up there, with the state of the program was 7-8 years ago, and to be here in this moment, a little part of you feel like, you did something?
Yeah, we knew we had done something that obviously no other Athens team has done, and that'll be a good feeling in time. But right now, we're really disappointed.
So you'll be playing a lot more games like this in the future. Do you really being able to go out on that field?
There'll come a time when I think I'll be able to, but not for a while. At least not till I get to Ohio State.
Joe, could you comment on the play of your wide receivers tonight? I thought Ryan, Adam, Kyle, all those guys who don't get the notoriety you kind of shine in their own ways.
Yeah, they're fantastic. They've been fantastic all season. I credit all of them for all of my achievements. Mr. Football, that's a team award. Gatorade Player of the Year, that's a team award. They played great tonight.
Okay, any more questions?
Coach, can you just talk about what it meant to you guys to have the amount of fans that came up here for this game and supported you all season long? We're here to the end.
Well, we've had great support from our community for a number of years here now, with the recent, resurgence and success of the team and the program. And, I think that they've been hungry for it for a very long time. And certainly this year's ride escalated things to a level that we've never ever seen before. We're driving up the road and we get a great send-off there out of Athens down 682, and as we're passing through Logan, we got a couple emergency vehicles on top of the bridge. They got a big banner sitting down over the bridge for us, and all the different people and coaches in Athens County and really all over, and the fact that we had about I know that we had about 12 different people that were former Bulldogs from 12 different states where people came from as Athens Bulldogs to come see this game tonight. And from what I've seen on Facebook and what my wife tells me anyhow on Facebook, there was an awful lot of people reaching out. And, certainly tonight when you look up in the stands and see that sea of green and gold, it definitely means a lot to me. It means a lot to these guys, and certainly a lot to the community.
Now, the season didn't end, the way you might have liked with the championship, but can you just reflect on what the season has been like for you, to see your team have this kind of success?
It's unbelievable. We certainly knew that we had come a long way, and that the effort that these kids have given each year that they've been here. We knew, and obviously with wins and losses, we've seen the progress along the way. When we went up against Tri Valley last year, there was definitely a situation there where when they lined up, you do the eye test, and you kind of felt like we might be outmatched here, and we're going to have stars align and have something special happen, and certainly we had that occur. And then this year we line up and we totally looked like we belonged. And that's a tribute to the amount of hard work and effort that these kids have put in this past off season. And they set their sights higher just like we did for them. And they've met us every step of the way. I couldn't be any prouder of them. I'm a former Bulldog, so it's a situation for me that it hits close to home. And to see them go out and take this program to the level of success that they have is certainly very special to me. Sure. Well, I'll be quite honest with you. Joe is obviously one of the greatest competitors that I have ever met. I compare him to one good friend of mine, that's Scott Strickland. He's a head baseball coach at Georgia right now, and I've been around a lot of people in a lot of walks of life, and that's the biggest thing I can say about Joe is just what a competitor he is. He certainly has elevated a lot of people around him over the years. But Joe's Joe. He's such a mature kid, and I've never had to impress trying to stay humble with Joe. And when you have a player that has that maturity and the skill set that he has, there wasn't a whole lot that I had to offer or a whole lot that I had to give to Joe. He had it and brought it to the table. I always felt that over the years my role was to do the best that I could to get the best supporting staff around him that I could, and work on those weaker areas of our team to make the team stronger. And that's always where the bulk of my focus was. Coach White has certainly played a huge role in the development of Joe, and I think he'd attest to that. But I can't take any credit for his abilities as a quarterback. I like to think at times some of the competitive fire that I can show at times has rubbed off on him over the years, but he's always had it.
Okay, are we good?